We are going. How are you? I don't know how I'm okay. Thanks for asking. I'm doing all right myself. I just finished a 5-mile walk. Now I'm gonna do my morning wake up, even though I don't know what time it is. It's not, obviously it's not the first thing I'm doing this morning. So I'm gonna start now before I do my warm up. So you'll have the warm up included in today's 5 exercises. So same thing, 5 exercises, 3 rounds. It's usually not as many repetitions or as heavy as I would go if I were doing a workout at the gym with more equipment. I have very limited equipment in my space, but these are some ideas for small space workouts, home workouts. I am fortunate enough that I have a TRX anchor overhead, which is the ideal way to anchor your TRX. Door anchor is great, but you're limited with what you can do. We're gonna get to it because I've already talked too much, so let's go. All right, and if you all work with me, you do walkouts. So, and that's a good segue to remind you guys that if you live in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, West Hollywood, Beverly Grove, Beverly Hills, Larchmont, Hancock Park, I have a gym on La Jolla and 3rd Street in Beverly Grove that you can work with me in person. So back to walkouts, reach it overhead. If you work with me in person, you do walkouts, as long as your body lets you do it. All right, so we're gonna walk it out, kind of off center there. Push it back into a downward facing dog, drive your heels into the floor. Usually hold about 3 to 5 seconds. Walk it back up nice and tall. Overhead reach, hinge. Now listen, if you want to hinge at the knees, I'm keeping my legs straight for whatever reason. Nice stretch in the hamstrings there. Push it back. Heels into the floor. I just do 5. One more right here. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm still a bit low energy from being sick last week. I don't know what that thing was, but don't get it. Okay, I'm going to cough right now. And it's been like 10 days, so all right, we're going to stretch. 90-90. I'm going to straighten out my back leg. My hands go by the arch of my foot. Rotate up and over the outside leg. 5 times, 3. I've done this warm up for you guys before. It's not new. It's super quick. Just something to get my joints moving before I pick up anything. I mean, it's not heavy. I'm not going to go heavier than 17.6 pound kettlebells today. And I'm filming my first set, guys, so usually my first set of any exercise is part of my warm-up, so we'll see how well I do for y'all. We don't know. I'm human. I'm don't move as quickly as I used to. I'm not as athletic as I used to be. And these are things I miss about myself. There's a lot of, aging is hard. There's a lot of grief in aging. Okay, we're gonna sit down and back. Deep squat. We're working on ankle mobility, hip mobility. It's a good idea to be able to sit like this for up to 10 minutes if you can. I'm just gonna hang out there for a few seconds. We're only gonna do 5. On the 5th one, we're gonna hang out here for about 30 seconds, okay? 3. I used to be pretty badass. I found my inner superhero in my early 40s, 40, 41. I was a fucking rock star. And then injuries happen. And then perimenopause and menopause happens. And then, you know, it's like you don't have the energy, the strength, and ability like you used to, and that's frustrating sometimes. So all that to say, do the best you can. I'm gonna do the best I can today. No guarantees here. But my one guarantee is that I'm gonna be moving. So we're gonna call that about 30 seconds. I have no idea. All right. I know my first exercise, I have it written down here. I'm just gonna do front loaded squat. Double rack. I have kettlebells. You can use dumbbells. You can use body weight, okay? Use what you have. It's better to move than not move. I don't know. We'll see if I have 10. Make sure your forearms, if you're racking with kettlebells, nice grip, pinky to first finger. I'm gonna keep this slight rotation out, angle out, and my toes. All right, here we go. 1. I don't know if I'm gonna do 10. 2. We'll see. 3. 4. 5. Still tired from last week. 6. 8. Okay, that was 10, I think. All right. Pretty sure I'm doing plank to 1 arm push up. I'm only gonna do 5 and 5. Tired, guys. This was a respiratory something or other, and I still don't feel fully like I'm getting full lungs full of air. So straight arm plank. Curl those toes under, grip the floor with your toes, heels towards the ceiling, drop it down, forearm, forearm, 5 times. Switch arms. Inverted pull. If you don't have a TRX, don't worry about it. All right, so my goal is work on a little tempo. I'm gonna hold the pull 5 seconds. All right, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm tired. All right, we're gonna bridge it up. We're gonna invert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bridge up. One more. All right. I'll balance with reach. I'm only doing 5 of these each leg because these actually take some some time. I'm just gonna give myself a focal point. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna start in balance. I'm gonna hinge in my right hip. Out and back, I'm gonna reach forward with that left hand. I haven't done these in a long time, and you can tell. 2, 3, 4, whoopee, and 5. I might do 10 of those second set, but for you guys, the video's already probably too long for YouTube. But it's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I don't know about this next one. I think it's going to be the hardest exercise out of the 5 I chose. All right. I'm going to start seated upright. I'm going to double rack my kettlebells. Keep my legs straight. I'm going to push my heels into the floor as I recline and drive my low back into the floor. All right, all the way down. I'm gonna push, I'm gonna sit, and then I'm gonna press. I'm gonna rack, drive my low back into the floor. I'm gonna push my back into the floor. 2, 3, only 5. 4, 5. All right. 5 exercises, 3 rounds. Move faster than I am because I'm still feeling whatever sick that was last week. I don't know what it was. All right, I'm gonna go. I got 2 more rounds to do on my own. I will probably add repetitions now for a couple exercises. You can do the same. So choose the amount of reps you want to do and the amount of weight that works for you. All right, have a good one. Okay, bye.